buying time. To let those brats escape.
Buying time? There's no need for that. You're going to die here anyway. You know that, right?
I've heard about enough from you. I'll end this now.
What's going on, you guys? Isan's here. I know I have been away for a while, but this game is just definitely bringing back some memories. What other moves can I do here? I can do Meteor Strike. Is that the Meteor Strike? Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, kicked him right in the magma.
Just like I did your earthling friend.
What do you mean? Are you talking about Krillin? Don't you dare talk about Krillin!
It's gonna be kind of hard to be able to do any kind of commentary when there's just so much dialogue going on here. That sort of brings back memories. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and I was a huge fan of it, and I am just so surprised they were able to bring a Dragon Ball game that actually piqued my interest. They've been coming out with the Budokai series and such. None of them were in any way appealing. They just seemed to be clones of other fighting games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and such. I just could not get into them, but this just seemed...
Already.
I was not ready to go.
Shame. I really want to save the best for last.
Let's see, he has instant transmission. Let's try this out. That was only a 10-hit combo.
Good Goku. Splendid. Excellent.
Let's see, Spirit Explosion. I have a Super Commandment.
The contestants are evenly matched. Yeah, I think so too.
I'm just spamming my attack right now. Oh, I don't have any. Oh, he's knocked out. So, I think you guys are aware of the type of games I play. This is definitely going to be something new to my channel. I don't really play straight up fighting games, but I think it's safe to say the year 2014 and 2015, which is just now starting, probably going to be one of those times where I'm really going to be expanding my genre. I'm trying to get into a wider variety of gaming types instead of just sticking with first-person shooters that I used to do. And if The Evil Within and Shadow of Mordor...
I better start fighting with everything I've got. If we lose, this whole universe is going to be torn to bits.
Let's see, Spirit Explode, Super Kamehameha again, alright. That's just a regular Kamehameha. Man, I definitely remember this being one of the best, if not the best, fight of the entire Dragon Ball series. Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus final form of Boo. I mean, it had humor, it was one of those iconic moments of Dragon Ball Z. Boo has destroyed so many planets. There's some of that humor. one of the best fights of the entire series right there. But this game is changing things up a bit, and I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to change. It's rather a unusual introduction. They didn't really give you any type of tutorial.
History is changing?
The flow of time. Something's very odd about it. At this rate, history. No. Everything will collapse.
The only thing everything can collapse is if the entire universe is destroyed. Now, I have already seen this introduction. I might skip it at some point, but I really just wanted to point out that even though I am a diehard Dragon Ball Z fan, was a diehard growing up as a kid, this is probably from a critical perspective, the worst introduction of any kind. Not just Dragon Ball, but for any game, any TV show, any anime. This is the worst introduction. The music does not synchronize. Lots of still footage like what's going on right there. It's terrible. When I first saw this introduction, I already started panicking that I probably just bought a not so great of a game. But I did get into the game a little bit. It's very addicting, and it's a lot of fun. It's just this introduction.
A strong ally. Someone with the kind of power to help me defend time itself. This wish I ask of you, Shenron.
Your wish is granted.
Yeah, so I'll just recap what I said.
Someone summoned you from a land far away.
Worst introduction ever. 10 out of 10 on a scale of best to worst. 0 being the best, 10 is the worst. So 10 out of 10. And I hate to say that on this type of franchise.
Brave warrior, now come forth.
Now, I will say one of the main things that piqued my interest about this game is character creation. However, there's one flaw with it. There's not a very big selection. You have different races that have their own perks, you know, their specialties and weaknesses. So, if there's one thing about me is I really, when it comes to selecting classes, I prefer to be the most balanced. I don't want any one perk greater than the other because greater perks comes with greater weaknesses. So, like the Freezer race, you know, he's very fast, but his attack, the damage he, you know, from his physical melee or probably key attack are weak. Namek, he has very low attack, but he has high health and stamina. And, you know, for Saiyan, they have a high attack power, but they have low health. And I think low health is a no-no when it comes to fighting games. And Boo, they have very slow stamina, which means you're not going to be able to evade attacks very much, but they have a high defense, so they're probably harder to take down. So, based off of what I just told you, I think it's going to be clear that I will be an Earthling. And don't be fooled. Just because it's an Earthling, it doesn't mean you're a human being. Earthling comes in a variety of flavors. You could be an android, you could be a Saiyan hybrid, you could be a reincarnation of Boo. You know, Earthling can mean anything. And I think that's why most people decided to avoid being Earthling, because they think it's a typical Earthling, like, you know, Krillin, Yamcha, all little weak guys. But from what I've learned, Earthlings can go Super Saiyan. So basically, you have two Saiyan classes, but with different stats. The actual Saiyans have high power but low health. Earthlings are balanced in all areas, but you can go Super Saiyan. So what I'm probably going to do is, since I've kind of already fooled around here a bit, I kind of know what I'm going to go with here. And it's going to be a typical Trunks hairstyle, the eyes. I'm kind of glad I already did this beforehand. I did not get very far into the game. I probably fought against Raditz, and that was it. Because I wanted to get a feel for the control, change the controls around. Which note? I think it was this one, the very last one. Mouth and jaw. I got the one with the beard just because it just looks so badass. And for ears, I went with the smallest one. They don't give you very big selection that you just saw there. They didn't give me the choice of doing big, like pointy ears or no ears. They don't give you a variety. They don't give you any other types of beards or mustaches you can use. They don't give you a very big selection of hairstyles or how you can adjust the hair. There's just so much more they could have done, but they didn't. As for color, you're probably gonna notice I'm gonna go with the most unusual color scheme for my character, and there's actually an explanation for that. That's simply because I am trying to work on my own graphic novel, and I have a series of characters I've designed myself. So what I'm actually doing here is I am just kind of replicating one of my own characters that I've designed. He has dark gray skin, and he had black and white hair. But I'm just gonna go with white because I think black, I'm pretty sure a lot of people had chosen black hairstyle for any kind of skin type. Black or red, I'm assuming those are the two big ones. But okay, so we're doing pants. I just don't want to be forgetting where I'm at. And what's this one? The belt? I'm waiting for him to unfold his arms so I can see how the belt looks. I think I went with red. Yeah, I went with red. Hands. It might be a bit of an unusual design, but you know what, it just suits me. I like it, and I'm pretty sure you can actually change his appearance. We'll just go with the red, again. Pretty much black and red. I mean, technically his under armor, his undergarment he's wearing, is supposed to be, I try to make it like brown. Red brownish. I thought it looked kind of badass, but I think that will go for now. This is going to be my character, so which voice did I actually end up going with? I did not hear that one very well. No, I think I ended up going with 5 or 6. We'll go with 6. You don't really hear his voice much. Icer Z. That was just a name I came up with. I didn't want to just stick with the typical ice hands. It just, I don't know. Icer Z just sounds bad. It's not his name, you know, from my own series, but it's just what I want to go with. And that is my character. And as you know, I like to keep it balanced, so I'm not a closer. You know, now that I think about it, since I've already played a bit of it, I am mostly this type of player right here, up and close. Up close, nice and personal. I do a lot of melee, and whenever I use long range attacks, I literally do it right in their faces. So, I don't exactly know how this is going to alter. What type of style do you prefer? I don't know how this alters your character. Maybe it changes up his stats slightly. Maybe it changes the loot that you generate as you play. I don't really know, but since I've already played a bit. Alright, so this was giving me a much harder time than I expected. I'm gonna stick with just the balance thing, just to keep with my word. Finish creating character and begin game. Yes. I actually think I made him buffer than my last run through. He's probably too buff for my liking. But then again, I'm sure that's how everybody did. They went with the buffest and the tallest they can get. Everybody just wants to be that pure badass. I'm not the tallest. I think I went with the second tallest.
You're surprised, I'm sure. I'll have to explain it all to you later. For now, let's see how much power you have.
So what's weird is now we are going through a tutorial phase. I don't know why they would have you fight the 3 most iconic villains of the entire series at the beginning without actually telling you how to do anything. But they did make those fights easy for you. But then we jump into the tutorial. So it's a bit awkward, unusual how they did that. And for a warm-up, he swings the sword at me. So what kind of bullshit is that, huh? So basic controls in battle. It's just telling you which keys to use to move around. Basic control in battle. You lock onto your opponent. Locking on seems to be the main thing about this game. The game automatically targets your enemy for you. All you have to do is just run around. You don't really have to move your mouse around.
Yeah, come at me anytime.
Up, and I just activated one of my specials. So combat guarding enemies. When the enemy is blocking, you just hold down the right mouse button, which does a strong attack, and then you have your left mouse, which is your weak attack, which is regular punches. Combat guarding enemies. Are we still in the same thing? While performing a combo, press space to activate. Okay, yeah, so while you are throwing in a barrage of punches and kicks at your enemy, you can just vanish and start punching them from the back and just continue your combo streak. I think they... See, he's blocking right now, so I just have to do that. And every time I do this, he... So now they want me to guard. And guard at the right moment the enemy attacks to perform a just guard. When a just guard is successful, your opponent will be temporarily stunned, allowing you to attack back. I kind of forgot about that one. I'm not too familiar with the just guard thing, but let's see if I can do it right here, huh? While taking damage from enemy attacks or being hit guarding, press space to activate vanish, which doesn't really work half the time because you're they're beating you to death. You don't have time to just teleport out of there. I'm waiting for him to attack. Are you gonna attack me, buddy? Using special skill. I already used it, didn't I did.
Looks like the little warm-up is complete. Now, it's about time you showed me your full strength.
See, I managed to actually get out of that. I knocked Trunks the fuck out. I'm a level 1. And so they grade you. I believe the highest score you can get is a Z. So Z is the best, S is the second best, A. So from best to worst, it would be Z, S, A, B, C, D. D, I believe, I don't know if D is the lowest you can get, but I have gotten a D just from fucking around, but... And it's like I leveled up.
You were chosen. Chosen by
You are
Shinron.
the chosen one.
Sorry for attacking you, by the way. I'll introduce myself. I'm Trunks, and I'm currently on a mission. As you can see, this place, it's not the world you're familiar
Absolutely not. It's like we're inside a clock.
with. This is the Toki Toki world, where the flow of time gathers. You can call us the Time Patrol. When history goes off course, a false timeline is created. We work to correct any of these changes to history. As Time Patrol members, we'll fight all throughout time. Sometimes, we deal with legendary fighters or dangerous forces. What you think? Would you like to test your power here? See how effective it is? Oh, right. I should probably explain a few things first.
Yeah, you probably should.
Look around. In this space, there are many other Time Patrol members. If you'd like, go ahead and talk to them. I'll hear your answer after you've had...
Oh, sorry, I tapped the key prematurely. He just has such a long pause between his sentences, so sometimes in game, the characters don't complete the entire sentence that you see in the caption. That's just how the game is. So I assume he just stopped, and there's still another whole sentence for him to speak. But I will say the voice acting, and how they try to get the voices to sound like the character from the actual series, it's okay. But the lips just absolutely don't come close to synchronizing with the lip movement, simply because this game was originally dubbed in Japanese. So, you know, they had to dub it in English. So you're probably gonna have to bear that in mind. I admit myself, it's kind of painful to watch cutscenes when they're talking in English, but the lip sync is just way... He's still talking, but it's silent. And this is just a whole bunch of keys to press while I'm in Toki Toki City. There's the map, and there's my player menu, and anytime a NPC has a question mark above his head, chances are they're either going to give me something, or they might give me a tip, or they might have a quest for me. So, just a quick tour real quick. I'm trying to remember what you do here. You're supposed to talk to a few people that have those question marks. This is the place where you plant the Dragon Balls. I don't think anything... You have to press E to do that. This is the... I think that you pronounce that pedestal. So you can actually collect Dragon Balls by doing a certain mission. And you can make wishes. I have not done that yet. So I think sometime throughout this Let's Play, here's one guy right here with the question mark that I gotta talk to. And you can hear the beeping sound. That means somebody nearby wants to talk to you.
What's up?
What's up? Am I? Is that how you say it? Am I? Am I? I don't know. We Time Patrollers defend the flow of time and guide it to its correct role. Sorry, I kind of misread that. Evildoers who try to distort history will get our attention. We need power to fight those kinds. That's why we train regularly. So is standing there considered training? I know Piccolo likes to meditate by a waterfall. Supposedly that's going to improve his psychological well-being, but physical-wise, I don't know how that works. But I'm hoping that playing through the main story of this game is really going to bring back memories of the original series. See, even Zico agrees with me. Yep. Hey bro, working hard as a time patroller? Actually, all I did was beat up Trunks doesn't seem to be like a time patroller. He couldn't even defeat androids. How can he fight legendary warriors? That's what I want to know. Are you a newcomer? Here's a token of my friendship. I'm not your friend, I just got here. I'm always watching over you. Good luck. That's fucking creepy, man. So I got a fucking stalker already. See, he likes my white hair and my shiny silver skin. I got an energy capsule S. Yep. Let's see, is there anybody else around here or anywhere else I need to show you? I don't know everything about this game so far. But this first video is probably going to end up being a long one. I'll probably end it by completing a type of mission. Right now I have to roam around. There are going to be a lot of parallel quests. I can't exactly explain how that works, but they're saying that history or the timeline is somewhat distorted. You have these things called time shards that you have to collect in order to correct the historical timeline. Not exactly sure of the technical terms here, but
What's up?
got another Frieza clan here, Purcell. I travel time to fix distortions in history. Distortions can cause catastrophes. You should be careful too. I got it. What's actually gonna happen is games like this, you have an item shop there. None of these are available yet. You have to actually complete or level up to a certain point before these become available. Who else needs... Oh, somebody over here. Ias? Ias? I don't know. You're a stranger. Are you a new time patroller? Yes, I am. You gotta be strong to do the job. A greenhorn like you think you can do it? Yeah. Some, bad English there. That's it. Are you a new time patroller? You gotta be strong to do the job. A greenhorn like you thinks you can do it? Yeah. They translated that pretty poorly, but I know where you're getting at. There's a clothing shop, skill shop. I don't think... Yeah, it's not available yet. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody, because you have to talk to everybody that has those question marks before you can continue. This guy. Cloak.
Sup?
I almost read that as joke. Oh, so you're the warrior summoned by Shinron. There's rumors going around saying you're a special elite member. Not exactly what I expected. People aren't always what they seem. I'm also a time patroller, which means I'm your senior. If you ever need anything, come to me. I'll teach you what it means to be a time patroller. I've only been here for a few minutes. How is there already a rumor about me spreading about? Creepy stuff, man. How much time actually passes by when you go through those teleporting portals right there? Hey! Seeing that you're here means you went to help the time patrol. Oh, you want to help. My bad. Went. Thank you so much. I wasn't worried. I wish the Shinron to bring me someone strong that can fight with me. Come this way.
We call this the Time Nest. The Supreme Kai of Time lives here and manages this entire place. We also have the Time Vault. It has many important texts. There's something I need you to take care of. Not a big deal, so let's head over to the Time Vault.
I'm trying to time the button pushing right, because there's usually a delay between when he finishes speaking and when it progresses to the next dialogue.
This is the Scroll of Eternity.
Special beam cannon!
What?
As you can see, if history is in any way altered or distorted, it could change the world as we know it. We have no choice. We have to stop it. We can't let history change. Right now, Goku is in trouble and needs help. Please.
This is your last chance. Come on, join your family, Kakarot. Look, I'll do you a favor and spare you both.
Shut up! There is no way I'd ever join you!
Then playtime is over.
What?
Leave my daddy alone! Ah!
You brat! Stop! What?
Someone you know, Goku?
No. But... I'm pretty sure it's someone we can trust.
So again, I hit the button prematurely during that cutscene. You didn't miss anything. You missed like 5 seconds. All Trunk did was open up the scroll, and we saw exactly what you just watched. And here we are. We are about to catch up where I last left off. Invasion of the Saiyan Warrior Raditz. Or, well, okay, I completely missed Earth. Invasion of Earth, Saiyan Warrior Raditz. So our only goal here is to defeat Raditz, and I completely forgot to rebind my attacks to different keys. I have them set up in a certain way that I'm accustomed to, so I'll have to get used to what I have right now, and I'll do it after this fight, because you can only change your moves and specials while you're in Toki Toki City. You can't do anything in-game. So let's get ready to rumble.
No matter how much trash there is, it's still trash!
Hey, can I get your help?
Don't be a drag.
Let me see what attacks I have. Consecutive energy blast. I'll try to demonstrate these moves.
Backing you up on the time next. Listen, this Raditz, he's stronger and cooler than his historical form.
That move right there is probably my favorite so far. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to regain some ki so I can demonstrate some other abilities. Let's get closer first. He just shoots random energy blasts.
Kakarot, are you going to kill your only brother?
Horrible. Heartless guy like you is not my brother!
I quit!
Let's see. Full power energy volley.
I'll leave
I can
this
show you this
planet
one.
quietly, okay?
Full frontal. The sad thing is, it's a weak attack. Ah, he stunned me. And he did it again. And he, what the hell? He's spamming that shit. Did I do the headbutt him? KO with the headbutt. He just started spamming that stun attack. That was weird. Oh yes, I have to
What are you doing? Now, Piccolo!
see, now the timeline is back on course.
Special beam cannon!
Call that double penetration. No pun intended.
Damn it!
You don't see the hole in their chest, so there's some censorship going on here. Piccolo's supposed to be missing an arm too. I remember that. He doesn't regrow his arm until after Goku disappears.
What was that? Where did...
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. I didn't think it was your first time.
See, I think that got mistranslated too. That he's using two negatives. What's the word I'm looking for here? I didn't think it was your first time. I don't know. I just can't exactly comprehend what he's trying to say there.
You corrected
Maybe
the timeline.
he was being
Good job.
sarcastic.
And with no side effects either.
Yeah, he was probably being sarcastic when he said that, but you can't tell by the tone of their voices.
All right. Once we have the Supreme Kai of Time put it in a scroll, it'll all be done. Oh, you don't have to worry about Goku. It's fine. He'll be revived with the Dragon
It's fine.
Balls.
He just dies.
Oh, yeah. And, well, that scroll isn't the only one with a history change. Just talk to me whenever you're ready. Take your time.